Oh, I need to click onto that, don't I?
Click onto that, yes. Why not? While you're here. Nice. Anyway, welcome, guys. This is another live stream from Kime to Go. We've got Jerry from a Flat Cat Race there, all right? I've got Howie from Howie's Too, and we've got Nige. I can hear. Is that me?
Somebody got YouTube playing.
Is that me?
Yeah, mute YouTube.
My YouTube's muted.
Somebody got YouTube playing.
Is that me?
Yeah, mute YouTube.
Can you hear that? It's not me.
YouTube playing.
It ain't me. Yeah, I can hear from you. What is it?
It's like a beatbox going in the background.
I don't know where that's coming from. It isn't me. I'm sure. It might be. It must be me, must it, from somewhere? It isn't. It might be this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can anybody hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it. It didn't sound good.
I can hear some dodgy sound, but I don't know where it's coming from.
Oh, there you go. I was going to say, I thought it had stopped.
Oh, okay. Still there. I would have had Andy from GSA just popped on to say, hello, Andy. Good to see you.
Hello.
Hi, Ryan.
We've got a little technical problem with a bit of sound here somewhere. Is it you, Howie?
Hi, Ryan.
What are you doing, Howie? Are you sabotaging?
How are you playing around with the music? Is it you, Howie?
It's not me. Mine's muted.
Let's mute everybody's sound for a minute.
It's not me.
Well, it can't be me. I've only just joined.
Oh, you're good. That's no problem. There's definitely.
It can't be me. I've only just joined.
Can you hear the echo now?
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
going.
Well, that's not me either. Mine are both turned off. Turn your sound off, Nige, for a second, and see. Turn you off. You on?
Yeah, mine's off.
I can still hear it there. That's very, very strange. Has it gone?
That's stopped now.
It's gone. What's happened? Turn your sound back on, Nige. Are you there, Nige?
Yeah.
That's
I
gone
put mine
perfect
back
now.
on the minute it was still going when I muted it.
Howard's muted and so's Flat Cap. So
Just turn your sound back on, please, Jerry. Your microphone back on. You're muted. Right.
Okay.
Anybody hear the sound now?
yeah, it's
No.
no.
No, we're all good. That's it. We're all good now. Everybody's back on. Howie, are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
We're all good then. Don't know what happened there, but sorry about that. My apologies.
Guilty, Howie.
I reckon it was that retired bloke.
Yeah. Well, we've got a new guest on today, Andy GSA Tractor. Thank you for coming along. Appreciate that. Got your message earlier on before, so you're welcome anytime for sure to come along and join in. This week is obviously it's not long before Christmas now, is it? Everybody's thinking of Christmas. Well, I hope they are anyway. And cheers. I would say cheers, but I haven't got a cup.
Cheers.
I haven't got a drink of wine or nothing like that, but I haven't got my own bar either. Ooh,
I knew Andy would have one there.
yeah, it's going to be a full house today.
Hey,
There's
Howie.
always a bottle of whiskey to hand.
Good to see
Oh,
you.
talking
I bet
about
Alex
news,
got a good
Alex
bottle
is
of whiskey
here.
there. Hello, Alex. How are you doing?
All good.
The pre-Christmas stream this is. Now, I know Jerry's been doing some videos and he's been asking people what they're getting for Christmas and things. And a box of chocolates would do me, I suppose. I think I've got everything I need, but I wouldn't mind a new motorbike. I know a lot of people have been looking around motorbike shops, haven't they? Doing a few videos on there, and I think is it the German what's it called? Duncan. He's bought one, hasn't he?
He has.
350.
KTM 390, isn't it? I think.
390, is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
390 Adventure.
KTM, you can't give them away at the minute.
He's bought a new one as well.
Yeah.
But Dunk was saying that when he went in, the salesman was saying, I wouldn't be too worried about it because CF Moto, if KTM do go bust, CF Moto will probably buy them. But I said to Dunk, if you go in there expecting worst case scenario, if it doesn't happen, then you've had a result, haven't you?
Yeah. So why are they in trouble anyway? What's the problem behind KTM's?
They're skin.
Bike.
They're billions in debt, aren't they? Have overspent, overproduced. Yeah.
Oh, a shame, really. It looks a decent sort of bike.
I think
Sorry
that
if you like orange.
There's a black
the
one there
bigger
as well.
I think
I did
all
like
the
the black
electronics are playing up, don't they?
I don't know. I don't know
The,
anybody.
the looks are
They put
pretty
themselves
man-made,
into
aren't they?
receivership, didn't they? So they'll sort it out.
Yeah.
Well,
Somebody-
Brian's just said it's internal finance.
Internal
Yeah,
finance.
about 9 billion in it. I think it's stupid.
Is it? Blimey.
Good evening,
quite a lot of
Motto.
money.
See you there. I want hard and Peaky's here as well. Peaky's joined in now. Put the comments off the side here. Let me put a few comments up here while
Yeah.
I forgot the comments and things. I'm all getting along here, but now, do you know whose live stream it is? Because there's been a bit of confusion over the past couple of weeks. Hello, Motto. Good to see you there. Last week, I've had not many live streams for a short period of time, and I think you did one about 2 weeks ago, didn't you, Nige? You helped me out and did one to keep people.
Was it? Or was it last week?
Thanks last week, wasn't
It
it?
was last week, wasn't it? And it was well received as well. There was you had a lot of people there. It was really, really great. And I was there as well, obviously. But I didn't. I was just doing nothing really, having a bit of a rest. Right. So here we go. Let me see if we've got any questions here. Everybody's saying hello to everybody, and let's see, what has anybody got any ideas for Christmas presents for motorcyclists?
Well, just quickly, you were on about looking at buying another bike. That's if you can find a dealership that's still open.
Yeah.
I see. Is it P&H that they've gone as well? They were quite a big concern, weren't they? Over the East Way, London Way,
and then Triumph, and then Harley down in Plymouth and Southampton.
Yeah, we've lost our local Harley dealer. They've gone.
Wow. It's
Mad,
probably
isn't
hard.
it?
It's
The
probably hard.
BMW dealership where I got my bike's gone.
I heard that Harley were only going to make parts, not sell new bikes at all for the future
Well,
or something.
You walk into a
Whether that's
Harley
true.
and their cheapest bike's about 50 grand. What do you expect?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
so what sort of distance will you have to go now then, Andy, to get it serviced?
I don't go to that dealer anyway, but I've got about 50 minutes, an hour.
No, not too bad then. I mean, I'm lucky. I've got when CW's Motorrad was up in Dorchester, when they went bust, the owner told them it was Christmas week. He said, "Look, when you have your Christmas holiday, your job won't be there when you come back. We're shutting down." And the service manager who started on the tools, he's actually set up on his own now down here. So we've got a BMW trained technician who's set up.
Wasn't that just that the owner was too old, Nigel, or something? I heard, wasn't it? He decided to retire.
Yeah, well, Wally was knocking on. I think Dave. I mean, I don't know. It's a shame because it was ideal having them up there, but
Yeah, it was a good run for me. So I could get my BMW now. I've got to go either Exeter or bloody Bristol, you know. For mine.
My standard services I can get Darren to do, and he's only like 9 miles up the road. But the valve clearances, I'll just take them to BMW.
yeah.
It depends how often you have to maintain the bikes, doesn't it? If it's a simple bike like my little 125 or something, I don't even get that maintained itself. If it's a bigger bike, like yours, Andy, and things, and like the NT 1100, you got to get them serviced at the proper garages for the main work anyway. The stuff is not standard sort of work. I do all the brakes and all that sort of thing, standard stuff, but it's the specialist stuff you need to get the dealers for, isn't it?
That's why I just like simple oil changes, brake fluid change, stuff like that. I'll get Darren to do, and then when it comes to the idea of going to BMW once a year to get the valves done is they'll do all the updates on the bike at the same time. So
Software updates and things like that, I guess. Yeah.
I excelled myself today. I put 2 radiator covers on the GS.
Oh, where'd you get them from, Nige?
China.
I've had 2 from AliExpress on my bike about a week after I got it, and they're perfect.
Yeah.
My last bike, I bought 2 from R&G, and they were rusting within 3 months.
Was they? Blimey.
You
I
probably
have to admit, those ones that I've put on today, they look and feel decent quality. Whether how long they'll last, we don't know. But and what I've also bought at the same time was the handguard extensions. So you can get them clear, you can get them smoke grey.
Oh, I've got the smoke ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought the black ones. I mean, they were £8.
Did you get them nice? Did they arrive?
Yeah, you buy them from Kime, they're like 90 quid.
Yeah, I know, it's bonkers, isn't it? I mean, both those radiator covers and these handguards, it was bang on 7 days from China, and for the radiator guards and those extensions for the handguards, £13 something delivered
from AliExpress, and that is actually shipped. Some of it's shipped from local.
Yeah,
and actually get them quite quick.
Yeah, but some of it you probably find some of the stuff is made in China anyway. A lot of it, and it comes over here from there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Everything's made in China.
Their name on it.
Aye, Mr. John Diehard McLean's in the house.
Mm-hmm.
He's been pawning his van off the old rust bucket. Some fucker's going to put something heavy in the back of that after buying it, and it's just going to fall straight through the floor.
Yeah.
You're saying although the parts are cheap there from AliExpress, do you pay tax?
That was everything. That was delivery and the tax.
And how much is that? Is it a lot on the cost, or just a little?
No, it was honestly, it was peanuts.
Yeah,
absolute peanuts,
including tax.
John says he's got an unofficial sponsorship from AliExpress.
Has anyone noticed that there's quite a lot of motor vloggers have gone on to Temu and starting to promote that stuff on their site?
Yeah, I see Richie Vida doing one.
Richie was doing one, and I think someone else was doing. TMF had a load of stuff he got. I think it was somebody like that. I think it was. Did a lot of promotions for that.
AliExpress sent me some emails wanting me to do some stuff, but
yeah.
No bother my arse. I sent you the picture. I sent you that email or a picture of it, didn't I, Nigel?
Yeah.
Well, they want you to promote things and things, I suppose.
Yeah, they wanted a partnership or something, but I'm not bothered with that stuff.
Yeah, it's just a lot of hassle, I suppose, isn't it?
Oh, I'm about riding a motorbike, not trying to sell gear.
Dylan says he's always in the car when the stream starts.
Well, you're looking to catch the stream anyway, because the streams have been a bit, shall I say, erratic, really.
Yeah, I missed the live stream last week, but then I was sitting in the bar in Bruges, so
I don't think that on that.
We saw that.
Did you have some beef burgers and things? They look like donuts. And then big beef burgers you had on the table or something. Where was that?
What's that?
Your diner. You stopped at a diner somewhere, didn't you? Was that
we was doing a bit of shopping in Addenkirk, and opposite over the road was just like looked like an old train car, and it just said American Diner, and from the outside you think, oh, this don't look too good, but we'll go in, we'll get a drink. If it looks all right, we'll have something to eat. And it was great. It was like walking back into the 1950s, 1960s. It was all kitted out 1950s, 60s style with like period music playing and that, and the burger was fantastic. So yeah, no, it was really good.
Did they have a Wurlitzer there? One of those old record players that I don't call.
They had like a fake one. I don't think it was a real one. They go for a lot of money now.
I would love one of them real ones to do up, actually. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, might get one for Christmas.
So it was good. Yeah, we had a lovely person from probably Syria or somewhere like that trying to get in our boot when we was parked at the supermarket, not realizing we were sitting in the car. He had quite a shock when I got out of the car and sent him flying across the car park. Yeah.
What's Slowbo on about? He's got an Audible sponsorship.
That was in his video I watched earlier. He's into his Audible at the minute, and he's begging and pleading with him to sponsor him.
Right.
Send him a load of books.
It's not just one video; it's every bloody video.
Oh, love it. Did you see a little click on the ass end when he accelerated away from the lights?
No, I didn't see that. I have watched a lot of videos recently because I've been working that, but now over the Christmas holidays I'll get a few more videos watched. I've been watching I watch Jerry's and everybody else, but I think there's some people who are quite busy. They haven't got. I don't think they're putting as many on because it's just a busy period. I think everybody's got other things to do.
Slobo
I've
says
got to sort out, but
Slobo says it's a joke, and we know that, Slobo. We're just
Yes.
pulling your chain.
Don't spend the money. You buy you something as a present.
That's not going to show up, is it? Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, what's
That's
that? Oh
basically what we filled our boot up with.
Wow.
No wonder he was trying to get in your boot, Andy.
Bloody hell.
He was just thirsty, mate.
When you go through customs, do they give you a good check over if they still want a bottle?
Funny enough, we got selected for a swab down on the way out, but nothing on the way back. But then we only bought back, I think we bought back 81 litres. We're allowed 82, so you're allowed 42 litres each. So you're allowed 84. I think we bought back 81 litres of beer.
And is it a lot cheaper than buying here over here? What sort of cost you saving on?
It's definitely cheaper, but all the beer we bought you can't buy over here. It's all Belgium and German, and no, it's really nice. Yeah. I mean, I've been drinking whiskey infused beer. That's 7.6%. No, that's 11.9%. The beer I was drinking yesterday was 7.6, and that was a triple hop. That's lovely.
Yeah, they do some good beers over there.
Yeah, proper beer.
I was stationed in Belgium for a year, and I had a little refrigerator downstairs. And it was just full of all the different kinds of beer, and I had a temperature right above freezing. I had some great beer over in Belgium.
Yeah, they do make good beers, and what they do, sometimes they come out. You probably got them, Andy, when you was over there. They'll have like a tray, it's got lots of holes in it, and they'll bring like six big jugs.
There's a few bars in Bruges that do testers. You order four at a time, and they're usually anywhere between sort of 6% and 12%.
Yeah, some of them can really get you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is it right? There's a short. Go on, carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, say the missus dragged me out the Irish bar about 11:30 in the evening because we hadn't actually done a lot by that time. And she dragged me out the Irish bar, and under protest, I may add, but we did have to leave.
Because you actually went for shopping, didn't you?
We did. We spent the whole day shopping and going around the markets and stuff, and then I don't know. It must have been about 7 o'clock. I found the Irish bar, and that's where I stayed for 4.5 hours, drinking the local Zort. If you've ever had the local Zort, it's a little bit like it's a beer, but it's slightly infused with other alcohol, and it's probably just under 8%. And I spent the whole evening drinking that. So that went down a treat.
Oh, I love it. Joe, have you seen John's comment?
I've seen this one. Yeah, it's just something I've always wondered. What's more annoying, Rev Bomb calling Kime or Peaky calling Kime to go? Yeah, it doesn't bother me how people call your name, because some of the names I see, it's hard to explain how they sound, but Kime
my
to
missus
go
has called me a lot worse.
Hey? Yeah, people call me
a lot worse.
Yeah, it's good fun though, isn't it? I love to hear what it is because they struggle to say like them. It's funny.
Rose just said, "Is anyone still riding?"
Yeah, I've been out today.
I was out yesterday.
I'll be out tomorrow.
Wow. I've got to clean my bike because it's full
Depends
of.
How much of this I get through, to be honest.
Yeah, you won't be riding out in the morning if you're drinking after that.
I had to laugh. We was in this Irish bar, and I reckon 90% of the clientele in there were from all over. We were speaking to guys from Wales, Scotland, and whatever. And one of the bloke goes, "Oh, I'm the designated driver." I said, "What are you worried about that for?" I said, "If you get caught drink driving over here, they can't exactly take your fucking license away from you in the UK, can they?"
That's true.
Very true.
What happens if you get caught if say you're in Europe or something like that and you have a speeding ticket or something like that? Does it count for your insurance over here or anything, or your license?
No, you pay for it straight away. I mean, I got done in Spain, got pulled in Spain, and they you pay your fine, which you have to pay at the side of the road. It stays on their system, I think, for 7 days. But as far as you're concerned, that's the end of it. Once you've paid your fine, that's the matter finished with.
I bet it all goes
serious cases, they'll take your vehicle off you, and they can throw you inside for it. So yeah. But it doesn't affect your license or your insurances over here. There's no way that the British can actually get access to that information of what you've been done for over there. So
yeah. What about an accident? Say an accident over there, that must affect your own claim, surely.
Probably, but then I think it's really weird. If you look at most policies, insure you for 90 days in Europe, but when you look at it, you'll find it's minimum cover. So the chances are you're only third party anyway.
Yeah.
But touch wood, in 12 years I've not had a knock over there. So
Good job they kept away from you. See an English bike, you probably just leave it, don't you? Let it go again.
There's just less cars over there, less traffic, you know. A lot less. Mayhem over it.
Dylan was on about the weather, and Brian was saying it was 14 degrees in Shrewsbury. Let me show you what it was like in Wiltshire yesterday.
12 degrees here it was.
Oh, lovely that.
That's what it was like in Devizes.
Is that where the canals are? Is it?
Yeah, that's where those locks were.
I love that video you did there, Nigel, with the drone footage. That was brilliant. That was.
It was.
No, you did that. Fantastic. Well,
what I should have done, the photo that I put right at the very end of it. So we were stood right at the bottom, and you get an idea of just how steep that incline of the locks is. But I should have put that in the video somewhere, I think, because I wondered whether people would have clicked off the video by the time that picture came up.
No, I enjoyed watching that. Because you think how long it takes to build that sort of thing. No, it's a lot of work in that. Clever idea.
I was actually lucky to get me drone back because we flew up. We flew all the way up, flew it all the way up over the locks, and then came back, and I did a pan across one, and then that one where I come from above and looking down on the water that's just spilling through the lock gates. I actually went right down inside the lock itself. And then the drone started having a funny 5 minutes. It was going blooming haywire. I couldn't pick up the GPS. I suppose it was bouncing back off the water and that.
Oh, yeah.
But
what drone have you got?
Just a DJI Mini 2.
Yeah, I had to.
They missed out on a great opportunity there, didn't they? Really, because they could have had the first and the largest log flume. Just open all the gates and just get the bar.
Yeah, you'd actually fly down there, wouldn't you? Hell of a bloody steep, though.
I need to get the drone up in our local park. Every year, it used to be a massive lake with a big estate, but every year it floods. And where the river is, it actually floods over to where it used to be. And they're spending a huge amount of money now redoing. It's probably best part of 3/4 of a mile. And they've moved it, and they're digging it all out now and lining it and doing it. I need to get some aerial shots to see how it's actually running. Because it's a massive project they've got going on.
I took that at the bottom. I stood at the bottom of those set of that staircase of locks, and you've got to stand there to actually appreciate how steep an incline that is.
I bet the boats take a day to get up that, don't they?
Between 5 and 6 hours, I think. And they actually have volunteers there that if you're not that good at working the locks, the volunteers will take you.
In 5 to 6 hours, you can drink a lot. By the time you get to one end or the other, you're in no fit state, are you?
What else? Were they like passing places like you get on a single track road?
Well, they've got these pounds, they call them. Yeah, those side bets. So I presume common sense would say if you've got one waiting to go up and one to come down, if you let one come up and then that area levels out, why not bring the other one in there at the same time?
When they're being in use with some barges and that, because I'll take the camera up there, I'll probably spend all day up there doing that with a photo session, I think.
Oh yeah, brilliant. Bryce has said he sold his drone, don't use it enough. What one was that, Bryce? Was that the 2, 3 or 4?
Yeah, the 3, didn't he? 3 Pro.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you guys,
I got the 4.
But I think all those drones have been sold, have been flown over here now. We're drone attacks.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
It's in America.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, it's all over the news here, Jerry.
Huh?
It's all over the news here as well. Yeah.
Yeah. We've had some over here in the UK, haven't we? There's been some airfields where there's some over here.
Surprised Trump hasn't said the drones are eating the dogs.
Well, I got a feeling in America, in the States, Jerry, aren't they trying to ban them or stop DJI selling over there?
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
they've definitely
DJI have set up a couple of other companies with different names. But when they've opened the drones up, it is all DJI gear inside the drones.
They reckon people's air fryers and hoovers are stealing their data or spying on them over here.
Yeah.
Fuck. What are they doing? Reporting back to the Chinese. Oh, look, he's cooking another pasty and Hoover in the front room. What the fuck?
Well, if you go to Retired Rider, who's a channel I watch now, he does, I think it's a political type channel at the moment now, and they do a thing called the Rabbit Hole, and recently they've been discussing the drones and what's happening with them and all that sort of thing. So hop along to his channel if you want to have a bit of a interest in that.
I mean, obviously the American gun culture is quite strong out there, so why ain't there people out there shooting them down?
Yeah.
And just going, oh, look.
They don't have guns.
Years ago, didn't they have some sort of thing that they fired a net at them or something like that? It was on.
If you shoot,
they have jammers now, don't they? They just jam the signal and they lose control and fall out of the sky.
If you shoot a drone down, then they'll put you in jail.
Yeah. It's the same here, Jerry. You're not allowed to interfere with any aircraft at all. That includes drones.
A drone is classed, even though it's a model, it's classed as an aircraft.
Yeah, they're not supposed to fly over 400 feet high, and I don't think they can weigh over 50 pounds. But you see how the drones are being used in Ukraine. You take a $7 million tank, you take it out with a drone, a $400 drone.
Yep, you can. Very, very cheap as well to do that.
Oh yeah.
What I can't understand with them drones things is that they're flying around. If they were drones flying around to get information, they wouldn't have lights on them. They have navigation lights on them.
The lights would go off.
You wouldn't have any lights on them.
High school kids dicking around.
That's all it'll be.
I don't know what it is. That's the thing. It's too many of them, and now they're in different places. So
have you heard the noise these things make? They're not consumer drones. They're something a bit more industrial.
Yeah.
Even my Mini 4 can be quite loud until it's up at about 100 feet. You can still hear it.
Yeah, it's not that kind of. It's not that. It's the engine. You actually hear the motorized engine. There's something. It's not just electric. It's something else.
Has anybody seen a video where it shows you one close up? Because all you see is lights and black blobs flying around, don't you? I'd like to see a close up one of them.
They're flying them pretty much at night, I think.
Yeah, you think somebody would have a decent video of one by now, wouldn't you?
Well, they got video, but it's at night.
That's what I mean.
If you approach them, as being approached, the lights will go off. So I don't know.
Yeah. I think if it was anything, if they suspected it to be anything so sinister, the army would already been out there shooting the fucking things down anyway. So
we let a Chinese balloon fly over the United States for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. They had a few of those, didn't they?
Yeah, we even let them open restaurants. We do. What difference does it make?
Retired Riders just said, he said some of the drones are as big as a car.
They are, yeah, apparently.
Yeah. You don't want, that's not, they should be doing that.
That's not normal. Be interesting to see what happens when they do find out what it all is. And it'll come out eventually.
Maybe.
High school project.
Pardon?
Be a high school project.
Yeah, you never know, do you? It could be anything. So I've got drones, a small drone. It's the DJI drone I use. I'm going to start using it a bit more because I don't use it that often. But there's that drone footage.
I got mine out and updated and charged it today. They constantly need updating, and the batteries are intelligent batteries. So over the course of 3 days, they'll discharge down to 50%.
Right, yeah. Is that the DJI one?
Yeah, you got to keep on top of them. Even the batteries need updates.
Yeah, the batteries got updated as well, do they?
Yeah, yeah. When you first get it, you have to update the batteries.
Yeah, because they were people were leaving them sat in the charger, weren't they? And they were expanding and basically overheating.
I never leave mine in the charger. Or the drone, for that matter.
No, you got to keep an eye on the batteries.
Oh, Slowbo! I just said to Slowbo, I was thinking of chopping my mic 2 in for the old mini mics like you've got, Howie.
Oh, yeah.
He said they don't do well at higher speeds.
What do you mean by higher speed? When you're riding higher speeds or higher?
Yeah, you've seen his video. Trust me, there's some higher speeds.
I ain't out testing them yet, so I'm going to have to give it a go soon, aren't I? See what they do.
I think you've got all the mics there to test every single one there, Howie, haven't you? You've got the mic you can think of, I think, in your collection.
I heard he's going to buy Nigel's ones, mic 2, just to add.
No, I got a mic 2. I got a mic 2.
He's got a mic 2, haven't you?
Yeah, I got everything.
And you have enough time to.
I'm holding off renewing any of my camera equipment.
I'm like the guy who looks like you want to buy a watch, kind of. I've got roads up here.
What was you saying, Andy? Were you saying you're holding off buying any?
I was just saying that I've been looking at the X4 and stuff like that, but I'm waiting now to find out what DJI do with their 360. If they bring their 360 out and it's as good as the X4 and the twin wireless microphones are compatible with it, I may upgrade to that. But until then, I'm just going to stick with the 360.
You put DJI mics through X4.
You can, but I'm waiting to see what the DJI 360 camera is like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's wait to see, really. I think the first one might not be that good as the 4, but I think in time we think that DJI will probably catch Insta up and probably overtake them like they did with GoPro. So, yeah, but I think it'll be a while, it'll be about a year or so, or 2 years down the line, maybe.
Because they, I mean, sort of way back September, October, when the first sort of hints that DJI had registered the what's name for a 360 camera, they were the rumors were they were going to hopefully get it out before Christmas, but obviously that's not going to happen.
The one thing about buying DJI, it's staying in the same ecosystem, and it just means the cameras and the compatibility, and it makes it easier to edit and all the rest of it. I mean, you had that problem with your Insta camera that you sold to Joe, didn't you, Nigel?
Yeah.
You sold me a Duff one, have you? What do you mean? You tell me it had issues, Nigel?
Have you actually used it yet?
No, I haven't. No, it's still here.
You won't have come across all the problems with it yet then.
Yeah, no. Joe, it was fine when he sent it to you, don't you worry.
Yeah, the guarantee ran out when it arrived on my doorstep.
Yeah. Buyer beware.
I know a man who bought an Insta X2 off of me, and he's had no problems with it whatsoever.
No, not at all. Great wee camera.
See you later, John. Have a good day and have a nice Christmas if we don't see you.
See you, John.
Thank you for coming
This
along.
mic I had over at, I got up to 85 mile an hour with, and it still was pretty clear, and that's the Insta mic. That one. So,
is that the small one?
Yeah, it's not as small as the Mini, but I'll do size comparison. But that's Insta mic. That's a bloke owned by Michelle, who's that's an American mic. So they're quite a small company, but I picked this one up about 4 years ago.
Did you say that one's packed up though?
No, I got it working again. I had a chat with him, and he said, "I'll send you some more software. Try this," and I did, and it just came back to life again. So that's the DJI one. So you get size comparison between the Insta mic and that one. But I've had that one up at 85 mile an hour. It's still pretty good.
Yeah. I don't go that fast. Frightens me.
If you're doing 85 mile an hour, the only difference is if your helmet's sealed and everything's inside your helmet, it ain't going to make much difference, is it?
Well, I got up to 40 mile an hour. What I did was I got up to 40 mile an hour, and then I doubled the speed of the film just to see what it was like.
I never know how fast I'm going. I don't know if you've ever noticed on my videos. I don't know why, but my thing, it goes all blurry.
Blurs out.
Trouble with that TFT dash, I think.
That's part of the reason I run the 360 where I do, because I can face it everywhere. Unless I tell it to look at my clocks, it won't.
Yeah, good idea.
It's just easier than trying to sync up two cameras. People say, "Oh, mucking around, it's awkward with the 360s," but once you get used to the software and you get used to doing it, it's simple. You're not trying to match two cameras. You're not trying to get two cameras to sync. You're not fucking around with two lots of audio.
Andy,
no, mate, I just do it on my laptop.
Yeah, I just do it on my iPad, and I'll just on this swivel chair here. I just turn around.
I'm not retired yet. I can't have an iPad.
It pans it. You got to get one, mate. Get one for Christmas because it's only a week or so away.
She's just bought me a bleeding slim helmet for 700 quid. I can't get me an iPad and all.
I need iPad, right? Wife needs ironing board. I need iPad.
Just clearly not anything, Harry.
I just use that. It's a piece of pee. actually chuckle to myself when I see these people saying, "Oh, I don't like 360 editing. Such a faff. I never do it."
I don't find editing that 360. And what I like about it is and what bugs me when you know, it's like, oh, look at that over there, and they're doing this with their camera to try and see what's over there constantly, and I'm like, just get a fucking 360 and point the gun that way. Ain't hard.
So with a 360, you can make one video from one view, another video from another view, another video from another view.
Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, just double edit it. Yeah.
Yeah, you could make a completely different video with the same footage.
Yeah, I mean, for what I want it for, I'll just stick with a 360. Stick with the one camera. Does it all. You can see me, see the missus, see where I'm going, see what's on the left, see what's on the right. I'm quite happy with that.
What were you saying there, Howie? You were saying something in just earlier. What was that about?
Yeah, I mean, like Andy was saying, sometimes I do two films. You get the same footage. You just run it twice and edit it twice. One looking forward, one looking towards the back. And then you can do like a pan forward sideways, and the pan facing you can do the same thing. Or you can do one it, and you can do spin the whole thing around. So you look every damn where. So it's easy. Absolute cinch. All you got to do is run the original footage again, and then just make another edit from it. That's all you have to do.
Hey, Howie, let me ask you a question. When you're editing and you put the little marker there on a view when you change the view, how do you undo that?
You can do.
You just click on it and delete it. You can remove it, or you can just delete the
How do you remove it though? I mean, you use your mouse and you click on it, and it kind of freezes it in that view. How do you undo that?
You can click on that mark that you've done and delete it. But the easiest way to do it is obviously I take the stuff off the memory card, put it onto my computer, and then edit it. The easiest way to do it is to delete that and then take it back off the memory card and then re-edit it because it's a clean format.
Oh. Okay.
You could have loads of different bits of footage on the same ride, have different views, and you can pan between the two. I mean, they do tricks on there. You can get an apps where you can actually like go around in a circle. This thing will freeze, so it looks like you jump round in a circle. But you do the same sort of thing.
It's like deleting a waypoint off of a map. When you do a map and put waypoints in, it's the same thing as that. You just go onto it and you can delete it and just treat it as a waypoint.
I've been. I sometimes I put it in the wrong place, then I want to change it, and I haven't figured out. I didn't know that you could how to take it off.
I think if you
select
it,
highlight it, you
click
can
and delete. Is it?
Yeah, you select it. If you go hover over the top of it, click on it. There's an X appears underneath it on the Insta360, and you can delete it.
Okay.
What we need is somebody with a bit of experience with these cameras to make a short video of how it physically works to do a bit of editing.
Howie, you've done one. That was with your laptop, wasn't it? Not your laptop.
That was the three.
I don't know if I can do something now, actually.
Was that with the 360? Because I always wondered how you edit it.
I'll make a small video and show you it on the iPad.
Yeah,
I used that 360 on that bike in the background here, and it worked out real well out in the bottom of those salt flats. I was able to turn it whichever way I wanted it.
See, if you had that on, Jerry, when you decided to jump off the rocket, you could have got all kinds of angles. You could have hit through the air and everywhere.
Yeah, you'd even see the drone flying along, wouldn't you, above you? You just see the drone following you coming along.
Always helpful, you guys are always helpful.
We are.
Alex, do you do yours? Do you edit the 360 on your phone or on the PC?
Oh no, computer. No.
Yeah, mine's done on the computer.
Yeah.
See, I think when I had it, I had the Insta-One X2, I had a GoPro, I had a DJI. Did I have the Insta-Ace then? No, I didn't. No, because I got that and then got the Insta-Ace, and I had all different brands of cameras, and I was getting myself in such a bloody tizwas, with the workings of them. Just get used to the DJI setup and the settings and everything, and then you go on the other one, it was bloody totally different.
The only thing about the 360 camera, the X2 that I've got, is getting audio into it.
Yeah.
It's a real pain in the arse. When I say audio into it, I mean your own chat, your own voice.
Yeah.
Because it's got that adapter on the side, and then
There was a mic adapter with it, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You put the mic adapter in, and then you've got to connect the radio receiver from your radio mics, and it's just it's not waterproof then. If you saw some of my videos coming back through Holland, the camera was completely waterproof. I mean, it pissed down all the time, but
you were wet the whole time.
Yeah, 4 out of 5 days.
It goes back to what Andy was saying just now, isn't it? If that DJI 360, when it comes out, if you've got the capability to wireless 2 mics to it,
that's it. That's
no brainer, isn't it? Absolute no brainer.
Because what I do now, if I'm still running the 360, I put the cover back on so the 360 is waterproof, but don't have the mic adapter in it. And then I just drag the audio off the Ghost because I always run the Ghost camera when I'm riding. It's like a dash cam, but I've got audio on it. Always run it.
Oh, there we go. How he's done his bit. Blue Peter, yeah.
Make him big, then, Joe. Make him big.
Make him big.
Hang on, put a video warning up first.
Make him bigger.
A sensitive nature.
Right. At the top there, you'll have something that's called Quick or Pro. You can choose whichever edit you want to do. So if you want to do a quick edit, press on the Quick, and then as I pan that round, right, let's run it.
I got one of them buttons on the wife.
Have you?
Yeah, Quick or Pro. I feel like
everything's he disappeared. Right. So this is going to be recorded. So the bit you see the bit down the bottom there where it's got the timeline.
Yeah.
Press on that. Go on, you bastard.
It's moving.
There you go. So I can do that. So as I'm looking at it, I can pan.
Yeah.
You can go in any direction you want. Now that is actually recording, so it's coming round. So look at me now. It's going to go around the room. Back to the screen. So you can do that. So wherever you point that, that's going to record that going in that direction. So if you want to do your edit, you can point that and it you can go in upwards and downwards. It points in any direction. So
there's no mouse involved, anything like that. No touching the screen, nothing.
Yeah. So you don't even have to go in there and start flicking it around. So right, hang on.
So where's the camera?
What? See ya. I've already done the recording.
So even though the camera's there, you move the iPad and that does the view on the camera.
Yeah, this is just the edit. You've done the recording.
This is how quick the edit. Right, this is how quick. Make me big again.
Wait a minute.
Can you do that when you're riding the bike?
Yeah. Right, this is the edit I just did then. Okay. You see that?
I can see that, yeah.
So that is actually footage now that goes straight to my photos on this iPad. So that'll be stored like that immediately in the photos, in my photo album.
What happens
so then I do that is just transfer that over to my laptop where I've got like film or
I
anything
think I'll
else.
stick with my computer.
Yeah.
If you look at the wrong thing and think, oh, I didn't want to look at that, you've got to start over again.
Well, of course you can. You just delete it and start again.
That's what I mean. You've got to start all over again instead of just taking one of the little marks out.
I never made any marks, though, did I?
I know. What I'm saying is, if I do it on my computer, I've got little viewpoint marks, and I can just take them out if I want to look at something else.
So if you have that video,
change of view.
See, the one thing I dislike about the 360 is the fisheye view. You know, the fishbowl view.
Yeah, but you don't have to use that. I mean, I don't use it.
I avoid it like the plague. That turns me right off.
I'll do a video next time I'm out with the 360 camera. I'll do a video with no fisheye on it. There you go.
Yeah,
they just get the wrong. They're panning in wrong with it, and it's
yeah.
not being
I know that, right? But what I'm saying is that you see so many 360 video films that are full of fisheye stuff, and you think that's not.
Yeah,
great.
that's a novelty though. They do that little planet, and it's a bit wank.
I don't do that. It makes me go.
When they got a bloody thing stick out the back and it's wobbling around.
Yeah.
And of course, it's making the bloke look like a little. It's like a little video game from the 80s.
I've got mine mounted over my front left indicator, and with that, I view forward. I can spin it and view me, or I can look, and I do left and right views. And occasionally, it'll go round slowly if I'm going past something, but I don't do overhead looking down or any fisheye stuff. It just no.
Well,
I'll
it
tell
takes
you
me
what,
feel
Joe,
giddy.
I'll put that little video now, right? I'll put it up on YouTube now. This is how quick you can how quick you can edit with it. Right.
it takes some experimenting. I mean, if you get the 360, you know, you're going to make mistakes with it when you start. You just try to get better.
It's not perfect, but you know, it's whether you like using it or not.
What I want to know is quickly, while we're on about videos and editing and God knows what, Howie, I know you haven't been out, but I don't know whether Slowbo's done it. He's got the second mini mic. I wondered if you can have them on two separate bikes. You know, I know they're saying 400 yards, but in the real world, what's that going to be?
That's what I was saying to you the other day. When you have one of my mics and I have the other.
Yeah, I bet it ain't going to be nowhere near 400 yards.
Yeah, it probably works.
Yeah, the first overtake you do in a car or bus gets in the way, that's the audio gone.
Yeah. He says he'll try it out, but he ain't got any mates. I bet that's because they can't keep up with him.
Just going back to something that Dylan said here a minute ago. Has anybody heard of the new Hornet 1000?
Yeah, the CB 1000. Yeah.
I'm going to show you a picture of it here. See what you think of this.
It's only it's 10 grand for the big one, for the,
how much?
10,000, 999.
999.
Yeah,
for that.
It's got no windscreen.
Yeah,
it doesn't. No, it's just it's got a little iPad on the front of it. Must have sat nav on it and things. I guess
That'll mess up my hair riding that.
That'd be a TFT probably.
It does look a nice bike though, don't you think?
Yeah,
something
for that money.
Quite a bit of money.
150 brake horsepower.
Always love going past people on naked bikes when they're hunkered down doing 70, 80 mile an hour on a motorway or dual carriageway, and you go past them with your visor up just waving.
Yeah. Well, it's a lovely bike.
But don't you think the shape of that is almost going back to 2 incarnations ago?
That reminds me a lot of an MT, to be fair.
An MT? Nah.
Yeah, it looks like the MT-09.
Oh, the MT-09, yeah.
But Joe, if you get up a picture of the old CB 1000, not the Neo Cafe version, not the last version, the one before that.
CB 1000 Hornet.
No, just the CB 1000.
CB 1000.
See, not the rounded one, the one before that. It's almost gone back to that.
CB 1000R.
Yeah.
Let's see if this is the one there. That one there?
CB.
No.
No? I don't know which one you're on. You have to find it, Nigel, and post it up there for a minute. I think that looks quite a nice bike, Dylan.
It's an MT-09, man. If you put them side by side in same colour, they're going to be very similar.
I've lost my StreamYards.
Right, Joe, if you search for CB 1000R 2010.
Which one?
Well, it ain't me.
It's our pedal that does that kind of shit.
Too old and broke for that.
That applies to a lot of us.
Oh, Joe's gone. He's disappeared down that tunnel he made.
He's trying to find what. Oh, yeah.
Is that better now?
Matrix.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I love it. Here I go, Brian. You thought you had problems. Oh, he's frozen now.
The $6 million man.
Can rebuild him.
He hasn't been the same since he gave up refereeing. We can't hear you now, Joe.
Echo.
Right, is that good?
That's
That's
better.
it.
Better.
Woohoo.
I got mixed up. Where was we? I'm sorry about that.
Right, Joe, just put up
Well,
a
don't
picture of a
let him mention 360
CB1000R 2010.
Let me try. Wait there.
This is what started all this, Nige.
Yeah, I know. If you see a big tunnel come up on the screen again.
Right.
I think I've got 2 streams running.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sterling's lurking. Evening, Sterling. Or afternoon over there, isn't it?
right. Oh, I don't do that.
It's almost 2 o'clock here.
I'm struggling here now. I've got a bit of a problem. I've got 2 running. I don't know why I've got 2 streams running, but 2 pictures.
Right, hang on then. CB.
Am I coming through okay at the moment? No echo.
No.
Good. I'm not going to try and get that back on again, so I might wreck it.
Right, hang on then.
I think I've got 2 streams. Hello, Sterling. Welcome to the stream.
No longer with FedEx.
But you think that's up on YouTube now, that video I did? I'm going to leave that there for long, don't worry.
Here you go, look. That's the 2010 CB1000.
Yeah.
It's almost gone back to it, isn't it?
That's a single-sided swing arm on that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. That was good.
Right, let's get rid of that. There we go.
There's some lovely bikes out there. If you've got the money, some lovely bikes out there.
Joe,
Yeah.
have a look on my channel, and that video's up there now. That's how quick you can do an edit on a 360 camera.
Let me. I've got to be careful here. You can say.
It's just got the date on it.
Wait there. Oh, don't that. I'm a bit of a mess. You carry on from moment while I try and sort this out. I will try and find that video and get onto the channel.
Hang on, I'll try it here. Hold on.
Give me a second. This one here, isn't it?
That's that on YouTube now.
No, I'm having it. I don't want to go and try and do that, so I'll probably end up shutting the stream off.
Wise move.
I haven't got the sound on, so.
Now, it's still the wheels, just a new cannonball record has been set on the FJR 1300. What speed?
I think
Is
it's
that
like
a real thing then, the old cannonball run, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be illegal by now?
It was
Everything.
me thinking it was just a film.
You fly your flag, it's illegal now.
Is it? That's not good.
It's not good for you. It's okay for me.
UK's here in England is the only place you can fly an English flag and get arrested for it.
Yep.
I know.
Ah.
I know.
I have them hanging up in my thing all the time. No problems.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Well, you'll see that when we went out yesterday, me and Steve, we were gonna stop at a cafe for breakfast in Wimborne where he lives, but we thought we'd get going and pull into one of the old greasy truck stops in the laybys. We pulled into this lay-by. I saw the England flag flying, and we pulled in, and there it is, Jose's Burger Bar. And you probably, when I put the video out, you'll hear me saying on the thing, "What do you reckon, Steve? Looks a bit greasy." Do you know what? It was absolutely brilliant. Good as gold he was.
I see. Sterling said that on a Cannonball, 88 mile an hour average over 32 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's average. That's on normal road.
That's really, really fast. Because, you know, the average 45 or 50 miles an hour, that's not bad when you're doing a ride, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If you're out riding on 2-lane roads, that's pretty good average, 50 miles an hour.
What sort of,
I've done 60 mile an hour on the train, amateurs.
I love it.
I did get told off for that, but hey ho.
Yeah, not British trains. Where was that?
That was Euro. when we come off the Euro tunnel year before last, I sat back, and everyone was laughing as I took off through the train at 60 mile an hour.
Wow. Got away with it.
Well, no, I got a bollocking at the end. I think if we'd have done it getting on, we would have been took off.
Yeah.
But as we were getting off anyway, they just wanted to see the back end of us.
Good.
I've got to grab a can of Coke.
Yeah, you get thirsty. It's all that chat, isn't it?
You say a gram of Coke.
Pardon?
A line of Coke.
He said, I've got to grab a gram of Coke. What's he going to do? Snort it off his other half's bottom?
We wouldn't see him come back, would we?
If he comes back with a rolled up £10 note, that's all I'm saying.
If he comes up with powder around his nose, we know what he's been at.
Anybody got any videos coming out over Christmas? Anything planned?
I just did that one just now on YouTube.
I've
just
deleted it.
I would love to see it.
The little tour we done around Bruges. It's only going to be about 5 minutes worth of footage, but.
Cheers. Oh dear. You know, this is all I've drank for 40 years.
Jeez, oh.
Well, that one tin.
Can you tell the difference, Nigel? Nigel, I had a few different Cokes on there. Can you tell the difference between Coke, Pepsi, and all that?
Yeah, you tell difference Coke and Pepsi. But to be honest, I've been drinking that rubbish so long now, I wouldn't know the difference between Coke Zero or full fat Coke or.
Yeah, I don't.
Nah.
Joe, when you retire, you can do all that stuff one of these days.
Oh, yes.
Whenever you get there.
One day I will. Don't you worry about that. Working on it.
Then you can get fat like me.
I want to know, Jerry, when's this R12S going to arrive then? I reckon you're going to get one.
Shh, my wife just came in.
They're good looking bikes, Jerry. There's no doubt about that. Your little Royal Enfield 500, that's a cracking looking bike.
Yeah, I like the way it looks. You know what? I can park that next to a $25,000 whatever, you know, and people walk back past the $25,000 and look at the little Royal Enfield. You know, they roll the window down and wave to you and say hello. It's by far my most popular bike.
Yep. Yep. I find that with the 350 one as well, the chrome bronze or bronze chrome, whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Folk come and talk to you about it because it's such a good looking bike.
Has anyone, Jerry, you want about your country lanes, your country roads, back roads. Have you watched Stevie's Exeter Riders' latest video?
Yeah. The one with the saddlebag 73 on the slippery.
Yeah. That's right. Country lanes.
Yeah.
Social, right.
Why would you be taking a bike like the big Tiger?
Well, he took his Meteor on road tires, didn't he, up there?
Yeah. Well, in the Meteor, I could understand.
Yeah, but the big bike,
500-pound bike with street tires is not a good idea.
Nope.
But you know, you guys got some great lanes over there. You know.
What are you on about lanes? That's our main highway.
Those are golf paths.
I said to Jerry, unless it's got grass growing up the middle, that's not a country lane.
Yeah, sometimes our country lanes even have tarmac. Only occasionally.
Only sometimes.
Pretty soon, the only thing you're gonna buy is motocross bikes over there because you look like you got some big ass potholes.
Yeah, potholes are standard for every road. It's a feature.
There's a lot more people riding off road now, isn't there? No, doing off lanes, riding down the lanes rather than road stuff. That's going on quite well. I know Peaky's doing a bit of that.
Yeah, well, he's just said, watch the one with him going down Hellfire Pass.
Yeah, but they were on all bar one of them were on knobblies anyway, so it's not so bad when you've got a bit of crap in the road. But on road tires, road tires and mud don't mix.
You can't do off road in Scotland. You're not allowed. There's no such thing as green lanes.
There's no private roads, aren't it, in Scotland?
No, you can wander anywhere you want, but you can't take a motorbike. Not like you can in England.
Just don't want to get caught.
Yeah, don't want to get caught. Yeah, you can if you don't get caught. Yeah, or the farmer doesn't shoot you up the arse with
Old John Dyard's always taking it up side of a road.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
somewhere, isn't
And a couple of lads that were on that live stream last week, he'd cam and shite lines with the Groms.
Yeah.
Jesus, they ride them up rivers, and where those bloody Groms haven't been is nobody's business.
Is
I
anybody
wild camping. I've wild camped in Scotland. There was the Hilton.
Yeah, that was wild.
Oh, it was wild. I tell you, what a wild night that was.
Does anybody watch?
If you were in Glasgow yesterday, that was wild.
Yeah.
Well, the footy fans were rioting.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Sterling's saying that in Nevada, when he's been to Nevada, best roads. He says. Have you seen some of the videos where he's going to the mountains? I think it's really, really nice.
There's some really lonely roads out there. I mean, there's not anybody around for. I've rode in Nevada going down there for 50 or 60 miles and not seen anybody.
Yeah, we've been out at night in Nevada, and when we looked over Vegas, we went out with a bloke we knew over there, and he took us right up and didn't see nothing. And you can look right over Vegas. It's just fantastic.
Fantastic place, yeah.
Just don't break down. Just don't break down.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
coffee. We'll be back in a minute.
I bet. I bet if you do break down, though, Jerry, I bet you get recovered quicker up there than you'll get an ambulance in this country.
Is that right?
Use an
I
helicopter.
know about the ambulance stuff.
I actually pre-book ambulances now. Every time I go out for a ride, I just pre-book one in advance just in case.
What?
I had a laugh. Do you ever watch that bloody? Oh God, what's he called? He's a Max Wrist.
I never heard of him.
I mean, the way they ride on the road, they got
that into bloody Google.
Yeah, he
Max Wrist. Here we go.
He don't blur his speedo or anything. He's got he's showing like he's doing 130, 140 down these, and then they're on these twisty mountain roads and doing sort of 70, 80 round the bloody bends, and then he wondered why a cop had come up and arrested him and said, well, we got video evidence of you doing this speed, 2 months ago or whenever.
Can I ask you a question? What's a Vogue 300?
What?
A Vogue 300. Is that a motorbike?
Oh, the Vosges, yeah.
Who makes that?
It's, that's another Chinese one, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Brian says he's going to buy one.
In fact, if you have a look at the Vosges 900 DSX, that's essentially a BMW F900 GS.
Mm-hmm. Same engine, isn't it, Nigel?
Yeah, yes, it's the same company, and it they make them for them. But I mean, the stuff you get on the Chinese bikes is standard and included in the price. It's just crazy.
Only time to tell what sort of build quality they are after a year or two of being abused off road. That'd be my concern. But like Peaky said, for $3,500, that's a disposable bike, isn't it? If you get a year's use out of it, because if you walk in a dealership and buy a BMW now, you've lost $3,000 before you get it off the forecourt. $3,500 for a whole bike for a whole year, that's disposable.
It's at least $3,000 losing.
Minimum. Yeah.
Have you and Andy, you, Bri, have you had any problems with your 1250?
I only had a problem, but that was caused by a dealership. But other than that, no, touch wood, it's been good. And I've not done a lot. What is it? I think it's about 40 miles short of 20k. And no,
I watched a couple of videos this week that bloody there was one saying that the gator on the shaft drive, the rubber, the pivot point, that keeps coming loose. And obviously popping off. But it's the battery. Something's draining the battery all the time, and they can't find what.
Yes. See, mine's constantly on the Optimate. Even if I just I'm out for an hour or out for a day, it'll come back and it'll go straight on the Optimate on the tender. But when I'm touring and stuff like that, and the bike's not charged for 2 weeks, it's fine. And I've got a tracker, alarm, all them
68 spotlights.
What you need is just a main switch. on the bike, so you can just turn the main switch off and nothing will commute power then.
Yeah, the thing is with all the lights, the Denali lights I've had put on, they don't actually come on now because there's a setting on there. I've switched it so they don't actually come on with ignition. They don't come on until the bike started. So there's no additional drain on the battery.
Have you got one of them systems where they have an electronic module connected to the via the
Canvas?
Oh, like a Thunderbox.
CAN bus type thing?
I've got two. I've got two easy cans fitted because I had I had 9 wiring looms put on the bike, running into the 2 canvas.
A lot of work.
But it's only two lights, a horn. Yeah. Well, 3 lights, 5 lights, a horn.
It's that bloody horn you got on it. That makes me like you think it's a freight train coming.
I tell you, it scares the shit out of people when you actually, you know, like when people straight line roundabouts and you're next to them and they've got their window open. And you let them have the horn because all the lights go off as well. It does scare the bejesus. Even my mate behind me says, I'm never going to get bored of you doing that. He said, because it's so funny.
You want to try it in the tunnel, like what Nige does with Stephen. You know, Stephen going in the tunnel, blasting exhaust and things. Bit of noise.
Is someone still got YouTube not muted?
It might be me. I've got a problem here which I can't really do anything about. I can't turn one of my. I've got basically 2 wires running here. I don't know what I'm doing, but I've left it like that. But it's closed off, the stream might stop. Can you hear it now?
I can't hear the echo, but your audio isn't as clear as it was.
Yeah, I know. I've got a bit of a.
Quit pushing buttons, Joe. When you get it right, keep pushing buttons.
Oh dear.
So steering wheel got Denali lights made my 1 AM commute easier, and it must be pretty good in the dark, as they would be. I'm going to very short.
They do turn night into day. The D7 Pros, they're 24,000 lumens of daylight. It's great.
Bloody hell.
You see, it makes you laugh because sometimes, you know, when they're on low, for car drivers sitting at the wrong angle staring, you know, you probably get 1 in 2,000 cars flash you, if that. And the one the other week that flashed me and Steve come unstuck because he thought he was going to be clever and leave his fucking lights on, so I let him have the lot. It lit him up. It was like he was in an X-ray machine like that.
Jesus. And there's poor old me and Howie. You bloody working on a patient in a car that's on its roof in a field miles away from the road, so you couldn't light it up with the ambulance. And we're probably there with that. You've done this, ain't you? With a bloody fisherman's lamp on your forehead while you're trying to cannulate someone and get some fluids running on them.
Before they invented those bloody lights, we used to use.
You're not telling me you couldn't park there first. Can't park there, sir.
You know those little pencil torches you used to check people's pupils with? I've been in the back of a truck trying to get this bloke out who's got a neck injury. It's just one of those bloody pencil torches.
I bet Andy has mistaken for a UFO several times at night.
That ain't drones flying over America. That's a reflection from my headlights.
Clouds.
Has that echo gone? Because it might have been me.
Let me
I
check.
can't hear it.
I can't hear anything. Can you?
No, it might have been mine because the mic's right the way over the top, so it's probably picking it up from this back speaker over here. So,
but that's not before. Can I double speaking now at all?
So Peaky Biker said he had 38,000 miles on his. So with
no problem.
With no problem, huh?
It's like anything else. If you get it serviced regularly and you know it's looked up, I think the problem is, you know, when you look on a forums or you look on YouTube and someone's got a problem, that's all you'll ever hear.
Yeah.
You'll never hear the other 60, 70,000 people that have never had a problem with their bike say anything.
And every manufacturer has problems with bikes, right? It's
the same as cars.
The nature of the beast, right? You're making so many of them, the consistency, the quality. Some of them is bound to go. You know, you think you're going to your work and one day you've got a bad day and you're like, and you don't do something right. You know, that's the kind of
car. But before I bought my car, and you go on the forums and it's constant problem with this, constant problem with that. Now, I've had my car for nearly 6 years, never had a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
And you just like, it's just, you never hear, oh, my car's been great for the last 10 years. You'll always hear, oh, this has gone again, or that's gone again. It's always the same car. You just bought a dog at the end of the day.
There's a big thing going on about Jaguars and the engines, the diesel engines in these things. And I had
They
3.
changed the logo, so what do you expect? I mean, the bloody things are
The problem is with the Jags at the minute, they've got the Land Rover 2-litre diesel engines in, and they're shite. Mine's got a 2.2 diesel, their new Land Rover make their own engines now, and their 2-litre diesel's been a right nightmare from the start.
Yeah, but one of my cars had the 2-litre in the XF, and I never had any bother with it. So I don't know why some of them have it. And I had that car for 5 years.
Yours weren't built on a Friday afternoon.
No. I made sure of that. I went down on a Monday and bought mine.
Oh dear. This is why I asked.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a very slow one because it's not black.
It's not an R12.
I'd advise against the aluminium cases. If you're going to get aluminium cases, get the black one, because if the silver ones do not weather well.
Really?
Andy, do you remember that bike? Do you remember that bike? It's the same as your one. Before you start, that one he just showed you, that's the same bike you had before you started throwing everything at it and bolting things to it, mate.
You got to bolt stuff to them. Oh, you buy them, innit?
Even with all that gear on it, it's still lighter than what my RT was.
Can you imagine what would happen if Andy put all that stuff on one of these Chinese bikes? The first time you hit everything, it just blow the whole thing.
It'd go into meltdown, wouldn't it?
Mine is still on. I went through one of the Astridge estates up where we are, and they got some massive speed humps, probably about 9 going through the whole estate. And if you hit them at 50 mile an hour, you can jump about 25 feet. And I jumped them all today, and all the lights are still on. So, yeah.
Did you fit them all, by the way, Andy?
No. I went to a bike thing.
A bike thing, wasn't it?
Had a bike
Could
thing.
you hit one and then land on the back of the next one like they do on that motocross?
No, they're a little bit too far apart. The people playing golf got the hump. 20 mile an hour limit. Yeah, not on a bike it ain't. See ya.
That's only for cars.
Oh dear, love it.
And it's only two additional spotlights, one rear brake light, and the emblems light up, and the Denali sound bomb. But yeah, I took
cheap,
it to a bike thing. The reason I took it to a bike thing was I would have spent. I paid £400 to have it all fitted, and it took them half a day. Now, if I'd have tried to do it, I'd have broke more bits on that bike getting it apart, and it sure as hell wouldn't look like it looks. And not only that, by having them fit it, I got a 5-year warranty on everything, their warranty. So if something breaks or stops working within 5 years, they replace it there and then free of charge, and that's it. That's going to the manufacturer, nothing.
That's my motto, Andy. A man's got to know his limitations.
I just can't be bothered to do it all anymore.
This time as well.
Plus crawling around on the bikes, up and underneath the bikes, and it's frustrating.
Yeah. If you ever see the pictures of how they strip my bike down and what they actually put on and how it looks, if you took my seats off, you wouldn't know that that's got 9 wiring looms going straight underneath it.
Yeah, that's good.
They take it off, make it black, same as all the other wiring looms on there as well.
Sorry?
They tape all the wiring looms with the other wiring looms?
All their wiring looms are run inside official BMW. Like when you look at BMW, most of their wiring looms are running a black mesh, like a black netting, and they run it in the same stuff.
Wow. Brilliant.
If you look at the bike, you'll only look behind the number plate, you'll see a wire, and if you duck down, you'll see one wire or a couple of wires coming off the lights. Other than that, you will not see a single wire.
Takes a bit of doing that.
Yeah, they had the tank off, airbox off, and they had my bike stripped down into bits. It was just a frame, an engine, a gearbox, and 2 wheels, and they had it all back together in 20 minutes.
No extra parts.
Yeah. It's the leftover parts, Jerry. It's not the extra bits.
The thing is, as well, it's like, when you put the looms on the bike, if you were doing it at home, you'd buy the cables and you'd try and hide the wires, where they would cut the wires down and redo all the connections and make the wires fit. And that's the difference between getting them to do it and me bodging it and breaking everything and it looking like a right mess.
Hey, Alex, one time we were I used to be in the missile business. You know, we built missiles for the shoot up into exo-atmosphere to intercept ICBMs. And young man was building the missile. He got all the way through, and I come up, and he says, "I'm finished." And I said, and I held up a bag of 4 washers and said, "Where do these go then?"
What did he do? Don't worry about them. Just be slow.
No, had to take it all apart. The whole thing, take it out.
Well, I was chuffed. I took 6 bolts out to do me rad covers, and 6 bolts went back in.
Brilliant.
Counted them out and I counted them in.
Really talented.
And I think I can manage the handguard because that's 4 bolts.
Now, I break about half the stuff I start with. That's why I don't do it. I get aggravated and I torque it too hard, or I cross thread something, or I lose something. You know,
That's
brilliant.
worse. And if you drop a screw down somewhere and it sits in the engine of the bike or something like that, you're like, nah, that's gone forever.
Yeah.
I swear mine's got 2 10mm spanners somewhere rattling around under it.
If I drop anything in the engine, I can't find it. I have to try and get it out. Can't leave it there. Not
well, there's some places when you drop it down, you can you do it like in your frame or something. You drop a little small washer down, it may not get to the ground for a month, you know, and you're not going to find it unless you take the bike apart.
I once took an engine apart years ago, a car engine, and I dropped a screwdriver before I put the screw block head on.
I'm too lazy now. I don't even wash my own bike.
I left it. And the engine worked. I left it. Never took it out. That was years and years ago, of course. Probably still there.
Joe, Chuck Slobo's comment up on the screen.
This one?
No, the big one.
This one. The same cameras, many armies. Maybe went through the choppers. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, love it.
I definitely believe that, Slobo.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I'm going to have to close the stream pretty shortly. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody in the side chat for coming. There's a lot of people in the side chat.
Yeah, Extra Rider was here also.
Extra Divider
He
was
having troubles with his PC.
Say hello to him. So,
He does really good on his stuff, don't you think?
but there's been so many people in the side chat. We could go through and try and rinse them all. Somebody can give us some help. If that's, do we want to do that? Nigel?
Sorry, say again.
You get a lot of good
A
comments.
few people on the side chat. I need some help here. Went through.
Oh yes, we had Dylan,
And Peak Biker,
Peaky Biker.
Motorbar, Virginia, came in quite early.
Retired rider.
Retired, right? Thank you, Jerry.
Yes, he was in.
Some
John
bloke
Diane
called
McLean.
George
I know he's
29.
gone.
John Die Hard McLean. He came
Yeah,
in.
Stevie was in, but he was having trouble getting to the internet.
The
Frogzilla
Frogzilla.
was on.
The
Frogzilla
Frogzilla.
was here. Yep, Slowbo. Sick Bastard was here as well. He came in and see. Don't see him very often. And we've got Bolton Rue. Yeah, Dylan. Slowbo. JD.
How do you say it? All
I don't know. I'd like to find out that because
Olden Ruhr.
Yeah.
Bolton Rue, I always,
What's his name anyway?
his name's
Retired
Dylan.
rider was on.
It's what?
His name's Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah. I don't know how to say that exactly, but one day we'll have him on the stream, hopefully, and we can get how to say
Sterling
it.
Wheel was another one, Joe.
Sterling
Pardon?
Will.
Yep, Sterling was here.
Sterling
Yeah.
Williams here. Yeah, thank you, Sterling. Appreciate that.
There was
We
some,
were here.
there was
Frogzilla.
Yeah.
some colourful chap called Sick Bastard 71.
Yes.
I love that name.
He's all right. He's a good guy. Look at his channel every now and then.
I love that name.
He's good. Who else have we got? Retired riders came in as well.
Yeah, yeah.
One I watch quite often as well. I think that's about all. Anybody else that I can miss? I've missed.
Frogzilla.
Yeah, got Frogzilla.
And I just want to wish you all, I don't have the stream before Christmas. I want to wish you all a very, very happy Christmas.
Well, what are you getting us?
I'll get you a present, Jerry.
A what?
But I can get the present. I can't afford to post it because it's too big.
I got a mug.
Oh, yeah. They're famous mugs. There's not many of them around.
I'll be honest, Joe. You're going to get him that flange Basher 3000 I was on about earlier.
Oh yeah, and Summers. Frogzilla was here as well.
I think you've got them all.
I think I've got them all there.
Yeah, I've run through it for you, Joe. And
thank you to my guest.
Hold on, Motobomb Virginia.
Motobomb Virginia, I mentioned it. Go and have a check his channel out as well. He's got a really good channel, and he has a community of a lot of people who all come together. And he's always really very, very busy and popular, and it's very interesting channels. Have a check out his channel as well. I can't the links on here, but I'm going to try and on the next stream. I've got to get it a bit more organized.
No, I think once you get it going, Joe, you don't hit any more buttons. No more
buttons. I've got
put your hand in your pocket.
Streams on
what you need is an expensive Chinese microphone.
Oh man,
is that what it was? Was that doing all the feedback and things?
I love it when you went back.
It's sitting here with a nice pop, isn't it?
We got a candle in our front room like that.
Change the
smells of lavender.
I love it.
Just first of all say thank you to Jerry for coming along. Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate that.
All right.
Appreciate that as well. And Howie. And also Andy from GSA Tractor and Alex from the Adventure Blue Review. It's been an enjoyable stream this week, and I've really enjoyed it. So thank you all very much. And I will get another stream out over Christmas and probably some.
I thought you was getting pizza out then.
Oh my!
Have you got any stickers there, Alex? We've all got all your stickers up there.
Jerry, email me your address.
Yeah, do the same, Jerry, and I'll send you some as well.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I made some more stickers up, a little bit more durable, and I'm going to send them to Joe. If Joe will distribute them to you guys, and it's about $80,000 to send it to England.
Really? Let me just do one experiment. I'd like to try an experiment. The experiment is with Alex from Adventure Blue Review. Now I'm going to make the screen bigger for you, Alex, and I'm going to. I want to see your barcode. I want to see your barcode from the.
Come on, Alex, show us your barcode.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
It does work.
But there's
really
clever idea. And what it is
did
the
you
barcode.
You see on the news the guy that had that. He had his club card thing tattooed on his wrist because he got fed up of his losing his club card. So he had his club card, like the digital square thing, tattooed on his wrist.
Well, when he gets old, he's going to run out of room.
You could have your loyalty card for the Hilton Hotel on yours there, Andy.
That's full at the moment. I get a free coffee next time I go.
Jerry, you know what would be better? Send me your design and I'll get Avery to print them off. It'll be cheaper, and then I'll send them out to the boys.
You're a smart guy, Alex. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you were so smart before I started watching you.
I had to go and buy a book of first-class stamps to send those stickers out. I nearly fell over when she said how much the book of stamps was.
I know. That's why you were got
a second-class stamp.
That's why I've stuck a second-class stamp on it, Nigel, when you got yours. Oh, so that, getting them all out money.
Yeah.
You got to drive down to the south of England with them.
I think Royal Mail's being bought out now, isn't it? By some foreign company.
What I think I'll do is, I think for this year when I got the Bonneville, I'm going to find a place for you, put you guys' stickers and logos on the bike. Hopefully I won't crash it and rip them off, but There you go.
You didn't damage
Well,
mine.
I've
Don't put
stuck
them anywhere near the front wheel, Jerry. Just someplace higher up.
I stuck most of the ones I got on my top box, and 99% of them have stayed on.
Yeah.
One come off today when I washed it, and that was
Yeah,
old Boots on tour.
I've
Well,
put
I put all
all
of
of
them on the
mine
gas
on the
tank.
inside
I
of
put
my
all of them
top
on the
box.
gas tank, and the gas tank flew off.
We're off to safety, I hope.
Was that your Rocket 3 you put them on there, Jerry?
It wasn't mine. I wouldn't wreck mine. It was somebody else's.
Have you got stickers, Andy?
I've got all the motovlogger stickers on the inside of my top box, and I've got loads stuck. I've got a sticker board in the bar. So
No, have you got any for your channel?
Yeah, got loads of stickers. They're all over the place. You've only got to go around half of Europe, and you'll see them.
Have you got one on Land's End?
in most of the bars.
Yeah. You don't stick them on the glasses. When you don't stick them on the glasses you've been drinking out of, mate.
Yep, I got lots of stickers.
You better get controllers, Joe. We're heading off.
That's good. That's good. You send the
We'll
stickers
still
and
be
I'll-
online to Sunday. This 30-minute gig went really well, Joe.
Pardon?
This 30-minute gigs went really well. 90 minutes
Yes.
were on.
I didn't mention that at the beginning, but this stream was only supposed to be a 30-minute stream. But as I'm on holiday, I'm going to forgive you all for that because I don't have to get up to work in the morning. I'm on
I'm
holiday.
not back to work till Friday.
And it's not a Sunday, so next time it'll probably be a few random streams over Christmas.
No
and
worries.
then we do one on a Sunday as well, so we'll get back into the normal stream.
There you go. 2-4's just joined us, Joe.
Well, I'll have to say hello to.
As we're leaving.
I will say hello. 2-4 is another one of the channels I watch.
What I want to know is I plugged my Action 5 Pro in tonight to use as the webcam, and it didn't recognise it. I've had to go back to the Action 4, which is a bit strange.
We're heading towards 2 hours, though. Keep it going.
Has anybody got anything else to say or plug before we close the stream?
Yeah, Andy's going to get his stickers out.
Oh, let's see your stickers. Wonderful.
There
It's
you
upside
go.
down.
That's nice. That's really nice.
That's the one, yeah. That's a good one, that one.
Yeah, very good.
No lights on it or anything?
I did put lights on them, but it cost me a fortune sending them out.
All right, guys, well, I'm going to disappear now.
Okay.
Have a
Hey,
wonderful-
Joe, thanks for having it. It's good.
I've even
and we'll
got
see
them
you
on
in the
my
next
wallet.
one.
Enjoyed it. Cheers, Joe.
Thanks, everybody. In the
Bye.
live chat. Appreciate it
Take
all.
care, everyone.
See you
Ta-da.
next.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Bye-bye.
Bye.